right, welcome everyone. This is episode 1 of Elevate the Podcast, and we have our guest here from Marmiro Stone, and we are excited to talk about all things really the stone and the life of a sales rep more than anything else, and get into what makes the relationships that we have with our sales reps work, and how we get where we grow and how we learn from each other and how we work together as a team.
Well, thanks for having us. You know, Jake here is our Tennessee rep. I cover the whole nation for the team and run operations as well. So we couldn't be more excited to be here with you all today, and we can't wait to see what it brings for us. Right, hopefully we don't cuss too much.
Well, that's, that's why we have Dakota as our producer here to knock anything else on that. But
there you go.
We have some great questions, and we look forward to hearing, putting you guys in the hot seat or under the microscope and seeing where we go.
Yeah, sounds great.
Well, thanks for coming on. This is our first real, official guest podcast. We've got one we're doing that's, kind of introducing us and all that, but we're at the beginning of something that we feel is going to be really cool and super unique to the industry and potentially transformational for what it can do. But
we're excited to be here.
Our goal is to have on basically different sections of the industry and different groups from some of the real established leadership and CEOs of companies and big stuff, as well as industry reps and it's sort of the different sides of the industry, the manufacturer side. We also want to have on new guys, especially some new guys that are up and coming and, kind of learning it on their own, but they've got some skills and abilities and be a platform for them to start to see, to put themselves out there.
Because whenever Jason and I got started individually, there was like 20 years ago, there was no support. It was like you're on your own, you're trying to do this, be this pool builder, and you had nowhere to turn. You just had to figure it out, which was good. I mean, it made you think and go after it.
But you're alone.
But you're alone, and you're on top of you're on top of that mountain,
and you're scared to ask questions, and you're scared to.
They make you feel stupid if you don't know all the answers. But it's really important to us. This is like one of the things that we got started talking 3 or 4 years ago. Is there's got to be something for this next generation to be able to be leaders and actually make this industry what it could be. It could be something awesome. It's a huge industry, and
it is.
That's why it's so important for us to, talk and get everybody involved and be a team instead of everybody working against each other.
Well, I think it's great because, I read through your questions, obviously, before I came, and I was just cracking up. I was like, man.
I'm glad I can make you laugh with my questions.
What kind of podcast is this going to be? Is this going to be the one where Jake and I are really sharing some deep, dark secrets? Or are we going to get into a very clean professional? Like, what are we doing? But I think it's great for you guys as leaders. We see people daily, and we see people who are professional and really care about what they do, and then we see the other side where it's, some of them are money grabs, for the lack of a better term, and those are devastating to our day because not only do they hurt the industry, they hurt us because at the end of the day,
we're on their team.
Yeah. We represented as part of their organization, and that homeowner is coming to us at the end of the day, and we're like, okay.
Well,
here we are.
One of the things,
unfortunately,
one of the travesties, these backyards, they're expensive. If you're done right, they're expensive. And when they're done wrong, they're expensive. They're actually a lot more expensive if they're done wrong. But ultimately, the owner ends up paying for all that. And it's not fair. It's not right. And it's something that needs to be, needs to change. So.
Correct. That's one of my main things I teach on is for the industry itself. Take it serious for you, and I get it because I've been there too. It's the Johnson job on Tuesday and the Smith job on Wednesday and the Palillo job on Friday, whatever it is. But to them, this is their life. Like this is other than the purchase of a house. This is the biggest thing they're going to do. Correct. And it's more than weddings and lavish vacations and tuitions and cars and oftentimes more than that together. But if you don't treat it with that level of respect, you're missing the point. And that's a huge, not the where I was trying to go today, but
I'll
go anywhere. It's fine.
Yeah.
I think it's cool too because the two of us are different. You know, I've been doing this 25 years. Jake's now in year number 4.5, 5.
Okay,
So you're going to get
two different
perspectives
Very
of it.
good.
You know, I started out in sales, and now it's management, and I get to manage this guy from time to time. So
He takes care of his clients like he's been there for 25 years.
he
Thank
Like
you,
that?
Chad.
He's like that?
Thanks, Chad. Girl was
Butter up there,
Not
buddy.
sure.
Butter up.
I thought he was going to pick on me.
I see what's happening here. He's trying to decrease his price per square foot as we talk. No, but
I
you know,
see.
it's a good dynamic, y'all. Well, maybe some of these questions we'll get to see just how much it's changed and what the new world looks like too for him.
Very good. Well, let's dive in. And sort of the format that we're really starting to play with this is to basically have 8 different topics or series of questions, and we're going to start kind of light and easy, and start getting each one. We're going to share some drinks and have a good time and talk through and get a little bit more in depth as it goes. And you kind of mentioned what are we in for? And for this podcast, the thought came to mind. It's like the Jerry Maguire, you know. He said, I promised I wasn't going to cry.
Yeah, we could be crying for sure.
So
Jake and I have been on
if I
some
make
crying
you cry,
trips.
then we
This is
yes,
good. This is good stuff.
we definitely
Well, I hope
won
Jake
the
cries.
podcast for us.
Yeah, not yet.
Make Jake cry.
Jake
not
might
mine.
cry.
Yeah,
That's
it's
right.
okay. I don't cry. I'm not able to do that.
But we also kind of keep it light and fun at the same time. So where it's that's the goal. And kind of first set of questions I got is really kind of talk about who you are, sort of beyond the stone, what you do and what's your life like. You know, before you entered the stone world, what did you think you would be doing for a living?
Wow, before I entered the stone world,
What was your dream as a
I thought I was going to be
child?
a Division I athletic director somewhere. So when I graduated college, I went straight into sports administration and worked at my alma mater, the Citadel. I was an assistant athletic director there, and just thought, man, this is the life. You know, making $24,000 a year, just all the fun I could ever dream of. And wow, what a world it was. It was cool to travel all around the country. But then you start realizing, you know, sometimes you got to make some sacrifices. And my father was a mason. So there's nothing
there's your entry.
Yep.
Yeah.
So nothing I've sold in my career I haven't installed or touched or put it in a project. So my first job right after getting out of sports administration was for a company called Metromont. And it was a cement block company, architectural division, where if you go to like Targets and CVS's, all the different colors of block you see, that's what I started in, and rose to the ranks very quickly in that organization. Then 2007, 2008 came along.
and then there was no
And then kaboom, yeah. And then a brick company came to me and said, hey, we would love to bring you on board. And I was like, man, this might be the right time to move. So I had the privilege of working for one of the oldest family-owned brick companies for a decade, Palmetto Brick out of South Carolina.
Oh, that's cool.
Probably one of the greatest companies I've ever worked for. I can't thank
Was
them
it like
enough.
Charleston?
Yeah, well, the plant is in Sherrall, and they actually moved me from Charleston to Wilmington to run their location in Wilmington. So they had locations, Myrtle Beach, Charleston, actually no Charleston, Raleigh, Charlotte, Florence, and Wilmington. So did that for a decade, brought in a lot of new products. You know, we were in that time frame of life where fake stone was becoming really
So beautiful.
you know,
concrete.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
but concrete pavers were really starting to come to
when
the
you cut 'em, they
forefront.
look great.
And then near the end, I got to meet Marmiro Stones and Mo, the owner, and
What year was that?
that was 2017 when Mo and I first met. And Mo and I did a ride along one day, and I sent my rep and Mike Carey, Big Mike, that y'all refer to, who's a lot smaller than me. Big Mike, they rode together, and Mo and I rode together. In an hour each way, we never talked about stone.
Yeah.
We talked about each other, our kids, our family, our beliefs. And Mo left that meeting, I left that meeting, and we were like, man, just something was weird about it. It felt right, but we didn't know what it was. 2 years later, I was at a point, 42 years old. I'm doing this job, and I'm like, man, I got to do this 20 more years. And I was like, I'm going to be bored. Like I'm
going to gouge my eyes out.
And then heaven forbid, Big Mike shows up and says, hey, we're looking for a rep in the Southeast. And I'm like, oh, okay. You know, I'm kind of like, and I looked at him and I said, well, what about me?
Yeah.
So fast forward, I was on an airplane 2 days later, going to New York, meet Mo, the team. I start the following December, and it's been uphill ever since. And what a great family organization. They give us the free will to do everything we need to do.
Yeah.
And it's just been a special ride for me, to be honest with you.
That's great. How long has Marmiro Stone been in business?
25 years.
This year?
Yep.
That's
well,
exciting.
the end of last year. So
Okay.
this is year 26. So
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 Mo started this?
2000. Yeah.
Mo and Turgood Beckasoglu founded the company. His father is Taram Beckasoglu that you see on our mobile showrooms and our brochures. He started the business in 1959. So Mo and Turgood became very close, and they decided to start Marmiro Stones, and I think it was 99 or 2000. And
where was that formed? What
it was
city?
formed in Florida.
Okay, like Miami or
Yeah, and they were doing mostly drop ships, things of that nature until 2008. Notice a reoccurring
Everything
Everything changes
That's
in
right.
2008, and then we moved ourselves more to direct customer sales instead of big box containers and things of that nature. And we've grown into more of a direct, education company, specifying, learning the industry, being a better service entity to our customers than it is. No offense to any dealer or any distributor. When you're a distributor, you serve many masters. You have 5 different stone lines. You have 3 different paver lines. You have 5 different brick companies. We are Marmiro Stone, and we provide the whole project our way. So for us, it's about maintaining our brand and the spirit of our business, and that's why we've moved more away from distribution. And a lot of times, distribution just beats you up. Price.
The Walmart
volume,
effect.
volume,
Yes.
volume.
It's a commodity,
And we become a commodity, and that's just not who we are.
Right.
So,
What about you, Jake?
So I'll be honest with you. I didn't really know what I wanted to do for a long time.
What's your background?
So, small town, born and raised, right? So you get that dynamic of a small town. Everybody knows everybody.
And where were you born and raised?
I hear
Cross-
Southern in you. So.
Oh, it's in there.
Okay, I
West
heard
Coast.
that.
Right.
This will bring it out.
That's
yeah,
why we
slows
got
it down a little bit.
Don't
Don't slow it down much. My God, we'll be here all night.
That's okay.
I'll pronounce it.
Southern by the grace of God.
Amen.
That's
Bless
right.
their heart.
I do pretty good, all things considered, right? Hillbilly ninja is what I'm referred to. But anyway, no, just small town boy. Like I grew up very family oriented, close knit, tight family, big family though, which is kind of odd nowadays, I think. But family business. I remember being 2 or 3 years old. My dad started a business in his garage, right? Commercial electrical contractor. I mean, 3 years old. Who cares? I'm playing with sticks in the dirt. But
Sticking your
later
finger in
on,
a socket.
Yeah, you're like,
oh yeah,
sparky.
yeah. He didn't keep me from doing that. So I guess he learned the ropes too with all that. But no, like I grew up with a family business. I did work there. I was a part of that for a good minute. I grew up in athletics, just like Mike did. So he says we're different people. We're actually incredibly similar.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just
It's
like your
actually-
boy.
It's actually
That's right.
scary
My boy.
sometimes how similar we are.
So
but
you're baseball. Are you as well, or what?
I was everything.
Okay, you're a multi-sport athlete. You got it.
Yep. Football, baseball, basketball. I mean, you name it, I was into it growing up. Athletics was all I cared about coming through elementary school. Got into high school. I couldn't play them all at once. When you get to that age, you either pick something or, if you want to do anything with it, you better isolate it and try to perfect it, right? So at the end of elementary school, I actually got into golf. Last thing I would have thought I would have got into, right?
I never thought I was going to be a pool guy either, so it's fine.
I know that's where I'm going. It's like I didn't know.
Never
Like
thought
I'm
of that.
kind of like Mike hinted at before. Like growing up, I was playing football in the Joe Montana, Jerry Rice age
Was
of
great.
NFL, which don't get me started. Whole another topic for another day. Anyway, that's what my dream was when I was a kid. Like that's what I envisioned. That's not realistic, right? So
Not for a 5'8", 130-pound guy. from
5'9",
Tennessee.
5'9". Give me that inch. It matters. But no, I mean, I ended up getting a golf scholarship after all that stuff. got a golf scholarship, went to college for a while.
Where'd you
go? Went to King College in Bristol, Tennessee.
Okay.
Okay. Didn't care for it too much, but to be honest with you, mentally, I don't think I was prepared for college.
Yeah.
You know, at 18 years old, I think a lot of kids probably aren't.
Oh, that's talk about a whole nother story, and why everyone gets pushed into college, and not everyone is made for college.
100%.
100%. Like, it's not always, I don't know. Again, a whole nother topic, but I wasn't ready for it. I really wasn't. So I ended up quitting college, and I came back home and working for the family business, right? I mean, that's kind of what
Armchair
the
electrician
expectation
now.
was.
That's right.
You know, and I've got 3 brothers and a sister, and at some point we've all been a part of it. Okay, so I think there was an expectation maybe for what I should be doing, because I didn't know myself, but I was just kind of going along with, I guess, maybe what I should be from somebody else. But what I did know was that I was a doer. Like, I've always been a doer, a maker, a builder, a creator, something. I need to entertain that segment of my brain. And I got that a lot with commercial world electrical work. I mean, there's a lot that goes into those buildings, jails and hospitals, and it's a whole different thing. It's different world, right? And I hated that work.
Yeah.
I loathed it. I despised it.
I did too.
To a degree, I
background as well.
Is it?
Oh,
We built more than one jail.
Oh
in a
my
parking lot.
gosh, dude. Yeah.
Man, there's
Miserable.
only and there's only so many concrete blocks I can beat a hole in with a hammer and stick pipe through it. Like, that's commercial world for electrician.
Totally understand.
But I hated it, man. I did. And I felt bad because I've got this company I'm a part of. It's a great thing. I know that my father, bless his soul, wanted that for all of his kids. He was building it for us.
Yeah.
And he did. He has. He's still there. He's still a part of it. And that's awesome.
Do any of you do it?
Huh?
Do any of your brothers and sisters do it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
Still
so you still got someone that's in there.
yeah.
So I have 2 of that family working for Marmiro. by the
Okay.
way.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have a little brother that's involved with Marmiro now, too. So
He's doing fabrication for us.
he sure is. But, you know, I jumped through some different ideas. I knew I didn't want to do that the rest of my life. That was a difficult conversation to have with old Dad. Let me just tell you.
What do you mean? I'm not good enough for you.
How'd that go? Did he appreciate it? Or
It went surprisingly well,
good?
but it hurt to sit across him and have that conversation, because that wasn't the expectation for me.
Yeah.
Right? But I knew I was not going to be happy with that. There was something else I was supposed to do, and it wasn't that.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was still. I just knew it wasn't that. So from there, got into sales. I loved people. I've always loved people. All right. So from that point, I had to kind of fumble my way to where I am.
So back up a little bit. So after you told Dad, "Hey, Dad, this is not what I want to do. I'm going to go do sales." What did you do for sales?
I didn't even tell him I was going to go do sales.
You just didn't show up to work for him one day?
No.
Dad, I hate this. I hate you. I don't
No.
take the match and burn. And
Yeah. No, I did have somewhere else to go when that conversation took place.
Yes.
But I still wasn't sure about where I was even about to go.
Right.
You just wanted to get out, and you didn't know what it was.
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
had to find yourself. I get it.
I'm little Frodo Baggins going on my adventure with my knucksack. Like, I don't know where I'm going or what I want to do, but I'm going to figure it out.
Yeah.
You know?
Going.
So I got a job at a local bank. I thought, I want to do this because that's people oriented. I
Right.
see people every day in and out. Right. I did that for a year. Hated it with a passion. But I only hated it because
you're in a cube.
I was chained to a desk. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
understood.
So what I found is that everywhere I went, like I'm constantly finding my way. I'm learning a new thing I do want and don't want at each stop. So that was me navigating it to where I am today, which I couldn't imagine doing really anything other than what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because I get freedom, I get liberty, I get to make schedule, I get to be creative, I get to build with Marmiro and interact with all these different awesome people. You guys, like doing this.
We are
awesome.
Tell me more about me.
Awesome.
Yeah,
You know?
it is.
Tell me more about me.
So I'm going to interrupt real quick. So I don't know what year it was. Was it 2021?
When you found me?
Yeah. What year was
On the
that?
side of the road.
Destitute.
Hey, you don't know how close to that you actually
No,
are.
it gets better. It gets better.
That's
So-
right.
so-
Prodigal.
Yeah,
So
I guess
Marmiro,
it was 2021, yeah.
so Marmiro's in a
February 2021.
tremendous growth point right during COVID, the whole 9 yards. And Mo, the owner, looks at me and says, "You're selling so much in Tennessee. We need to put a building in Tennessee." Well, we were talking about things, and we're driving through Tennessee on this unbelievable journey we're on. And Mo's on LoopNet in the backseat, car sick, and he says, I found this auto mechanic shop in Crossville, Tennessee.
Let's buy
I
it.
about wrecked the truck. I'm like, what's in Crossville, Tennessee? Well, Jake was in Crossville, Tennessee.
He had it.
There's a God thing.
So we bought this building. I then spent 3 months that year in Crossville, Tennessee. I interview Jake. This little guy comes out, dapper Dan. I mean, scarf, beautiful looking jacket, Pico.
Baby.
I mean, this guy. I look at Mo and I'm like, absolutely not.
Combo of
This
Fergie
guy.
and
I'm
Jesus.
like, absolutely not.
No.
Mo's like, Mo, and
Tight pants.
God bless Mo. He's like, I really like him, and I'm like, well, I like him, but the scarf is killing me. The scarf is killing me. This is
We
the
do laugh
truth.
about this.
This is true.
So
No, he wasn't in skinny jeans. No, he wasn't in skinny
I make them
boots.
look skinny. They're actually
What color was the scarf?
It was it pastel?
Man, honestly,
No,
Is it a
it was
pastel
on-
scarf?
It was a nice white with some.
don't you embellish. Don't embellish. Just because you're having
Is there
fun
a
with
pattern
this.
in there?
So anyway, Jake goes through some trials and tribulations. Like Jake's the longest interview I've ever had. Literally, it took me almost 2
was-
months of him
Pull the
calling me
trigger.
on a Friday night and saying, "Mike, I don't know this, or I don't know. Is this going to work?" And and then the guy took the bull by the horns and really has turned that location into something with a great team around him now. And I'm glad, but I'm happy to hear what you said earlier. It makes me so proud of you to see you grow into this point. And man, thank you for being part of the journey.
I still wear the scarf.
Oh, that's good.
And now we're going to cry.
So,
Yes.
Jake, what's a normal week look like for you as a rep?
Oh man.
Tell us the good stuff, dude.
So I'm going to tell you that I have to give you my only perspective, right, as the rep that I am for Marmiro in Tennessee, because the other reps are going to give you a very different perspective depending on where they're located, what's at their fingertips. I'm blessed with Marmiro. I have a whole location with a whole team and a stock yard. I have machines. I am spoiled as a rep with Marmiro. So my perspective is going to be a little bit different. Now, all that stuff is awesome to have at my fingertips because they've invested all that in us. They believe in us that much, right, here in Tennessee. Well, there's responsibilities that come with that also, because when they found me and I came on, there was a shell of a building. And how big is that lot? 2 acres?
Yeah, probably.
Something like that. But that was all there was. And the showroom van. They're like, Jake, here you go.
There you go.
That's a lot of
Have
pressure.
fun.
Huh? Yeah.
Have
You're like,
fun.
where do I start?
Yeah,
Here's your quota.
Exactly. But that was the point.
You said you love to build stuff.
It was mine.
And you love to build stuff. and
That's
you like
it.
to start from nothing.
That's
and,
it. Because
and
that's
be
why
an
it took
innovator.
me. That's why it took me 3 weeks. Because I talked to them for 4 hours the night they found me, which was totally random, a whole story in itself. But it took me 3 weeks to calculate all that.
Sounds like it's a story.
We need to hear
tell.
that story.
That's the point of the podcast is to tell a story.
I mean, it's just randomness.
All right,
is what it
I'll
was. But
start
it
it.
wasn't random, but it felt that way.
So we're in Tennessee. I'm sorry, I'm choking up.
Is it the bourbon?
Or is it
No,
too
okay,
strong?
all right.
Jake's
Jake
got
makes
good
you cry.
Have that effect
With
on
a
people.
scarf.
No, so
Go ahead.
we buy our building. There's a building next door. It's a sign company. We start talking to the sign company. We want to put signage on the building. We want to do all these things. So I get a relationship with his brother-in-law, right?
Yeah.
And I keep asking, hey, man, I need a sales rep. I need a sales rep. And he says, well, I got one. It's Jake. And I'm like, okay. So then we hire Jake, and the guy gets mad at me because he wanted the job.
Yeah.
You should have
You
told me
know
about
you're-
Jake.
Yeah, I'm like, you should have told me about
your-
Jake.
that's
But
all
literally,
you, bro.
just random. Now we own the building that the
was
signsmith was in. Yeah, now we own the building that the sign company was in. We bought both buildings. He's working for the state, and he brought us Jake. So just walking in the door next door, I found Jake by talking to his brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Things happen for a reason.
Well, the randomness that I was referring to was that I remember that morning I got a phone call from him. And he said, hey, there's some guys here looking for a sales rep. I think you might need to talk to them. I wasn't even looking for another job, right? Like I was at the job that I had for the family business,
Right.
right? I was standing on a huge concrete slab that we were about to build a jail in Smithville, Tennessee. I was standing there getting my bearings, getting the guys laid out for the day, figuring out what the plan was. Phone call. I'm like, you know what? I'll talk to him. Drove back that afternoon and talked for 4 hours. They missed their flights. They didn't care.
That's good.
I mean,
good sign.
they wanted to sit there. Sign. It just took that.
That's great. That's awesome.
But it wasn't just, hey, what's your experience? Mm-hmm. What's your sales background, or this or that or the other? It was, who are you? Mm-hmm. That was the conversation.
Because that's actually really what matters.
Yeah. It was what is what matters. So that I hung on to that for those whole next 3 weeks. I was analyzing that 4-hour conversation because that wasn't what I expected. I wasn't expecting them to want to know who I am. You know, what do you stand for? What are your values?
Right. Where's your integrity?
It wasn't. Can you sell these rocks? Mm-hmm. You know, how confident are we in this guy? That it was. If these things are there, the rest will come.
That's
kind
right.
of a concept, and it was just a very cool conversation I didn't expect, and it changed the trajectory of my life. To be honest with you.
No, that's a great story.
It's very cool.
I like to hear that. Y'all both get a little emotional about it.
I know.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff.
That's the point of the question.
Yeah. So your everyday life is.
Oh yeah,
we know it's
even answered
awesome.
that.
It's wonderful because you get to work with builders and owners and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
What's the hardest part of your job?
The hardest part of my job is, well, again, I'm a. I don't want to say micromanager. I just love to be involved in everything because I love to do it all, but I can't do it all. Like, we're too big for that. We've grown too much, or that's what the team is for. So I think for me, the biggest struggle for me is to let go of a thing, set it down, delegate the thing. You know, don't take every bull by the horn and try to wrangle it. You know, because when it was just a shell and a 2-acre empty lot, I had to wrangle everything.
Yeah.
And it was that way for a good minute, but now, you know, unlearning that thing,
it's hard,
and delegating is a very difficult task for some people. And I think
Welcome
that's probably
to management.
Exactly.
It's not just in the stone world and in the rep world.
Yeah.
Delegation is a skill that is not inherent for anyone who does their own thing and has their own company. You used to do. Damn it, I'll do it my own way.
Well, because you have to do everything.
I know.
As
at some point,
an owner, until you understand that that doesn't work.
I've literally find myself sitting on my hands so that I won't just pick up a pen and start drawing for my guys and whatever. So I have to speak it into existence and tell what to do, not do it, and that's how my people work.
That's how you grow.
So,
What did I tell you? Bring me solutions. Don't bring me problems, right?
Yeah, we won't say the exact analogy that you told me.
Okay.
But,
that is a bad one. I'm glad I forgot about that one. I'll share that one offline. Ooh, that's an HR break.
So Jake, whenever when you are working, like, what is, when you look back, that kind of gives you the feeling that, man, this is such a rewarding job. There's so much more to this than just going to work and selling, what did you say, selling rocks?
Yeah.
Slinging rocks.
Throwing rocks at people.
Yeah. Throwing rocks.
But what is the most rewarding thing that you encounter that really means something to you? I mean, obviously you have a lot of that, because when y'all talk about it, y'all start crying and hugging on each other and all that stuff. I'm just kidding. That's good stuff. But what's the most rewarding part of your job?
Yeah, I think it's whenever I think it's just being able to handle. Like, listen, the homeowner really is the end tell-all of whether we've all handled our tasks appropriately, from a sales rep to the builder to the homeowner. What is that homeowner's or that client? What is their overall feeling of how it all transpired? Are they happy? Are they thrilled? Are they ecstatic? You know, did we get to play a part in the design that elevated the whole thing? You know, because
good word, by the way.
It's a great word.
I know.
Well, we do like sometimes. We're not a design company, but this is what we do. We immerse ourselves in this, and it's a very personal experience when we're involved in these, because we want to work with you guys. We want you to pick the phone up and call us. We want to have that meeting with the homeowner and the clients, and we want to talk about the conversations that they don't know this world,
they have
right?
No
like we
idea.
do.
No, they have no idea.
So
that's what we're there for. Yeah,
it matters. And when you handle one of these projects flawlessly, and you get to the end and they are ecstatic, man, it's not about how much stone you sold. look what we just did. Look at that reaction. Look at the difference we all made.
I love getting the videos at night when they have all the kids are having the birthday party and they're like, man, right. Mm-hmm. Actually, Perkins, the one that we did together, just recently, they all of us did recently. Yeah. He sent me a text. He sent me a video and he's like, "This is what it's all about, man. This is what we dreamed of from the beginning." And all the kids they're having fun. They're blowing out candles and jumping in the pool and he's just like, oh, I'm so glad I did that. That's freaking awesome. That makes that makes his life like it makes it memorable, and that's what it's all about.
A saying I give in my first meeting with a client, and I did it this morning. I had a job in Chattanooga. I drove down 4 and came back. First meeting with a client, I said one of the true joys of my job is that I have through what we do, the ability to change your lives in ways that you don't even know yet.
Right.
And you can't even really understand it. But I've seen it and I know what it can do, and I'm able to pull that out through the way we design it and through kind of understanding them at the beginning of the analysis process and see what that envision can be. Not just what it's going to look like, but how they can experience in ways that brings families together and brings things. It's totally transformational, and that's the joy, to your point. So,
yeah.
There's not a lot of jobs that people have that can do that. This is one.
Accountants and
accountants and insurance.
That's true.
I know. There's a lot of
here.
That's why I was wondering is like what brings you joy to your job, because this outdoor living. It changed the whole experience, changes people's lives, and it's really cool to be part of it and be able to be a builder and you build things, and it's not just your client base. It's the physical and the emotional part of the owner that really it actually just changes their life, and that's awesome. It's great stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you accidentally create relationships sometimes, and I won't call them attachments. But when you deal with some
there's
projects,
therapy for that.
Yeah, there's therapy for that. There's interventions for that.
That's right.
But you don't know. I mean, you're impacting somebody's life whether you know it or not, and if you're cognizant of that, I think you get an extra degree of joy when you really execute something that you care about, like with. It doesn't even have to be 100% with accuracy, but they know that you care by the time that's over with.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. All right.
This gets back to we were talking about earlier about how the younger generation that's coming up looks at Uncle Chad and Chad is so cool at what they create, what they do. That's such a cool. No, not me. It's just what we do.
Okay.
Obviously not me.
I don't know about that. I mean, Uncle Chad.
Don't zoom in on my face. Don't zoom in on my face.
No, but what we do is like the younger generation sees that is something that's so cool. Because it's people want to do what they're excited about. They get up in the morning and they can be excited about what they do, right? Mm-hmm. It goes along with everything we're talking about, and that's what's so great about the outdoor living experience and the community that we have. Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go off script a little bit where I was headed, but you made me think of something that what you're talking about. You keep talking about the client experience. How you're a rep, and it's not typical that the rep gets involved with the client. Mm-hmm. It's great that that's the case. How do you navigate that and get in front? Do you get in front of clients? Is that a Marmiro experience piece? That's not typical.
Right.
There's a barrier, and oftentimes when I get put as a barrier in between a builder and a homeowner, it never goes as well. But if I can get in front of a homeowner, then from the design standpoint, I'm able to really find the crux of the issue and what it is. But it sounds like describe how y'all are able to navigate that situation.
So usually it's somewhat limited. It's not like we get invited to the homeowners' homes for Thanksgiving or whatever after it's over with.
That's a good.
But if from the jump, we hope that we're involved with the initial meeting and material selections and the conversations that go along with the front end things on these projects, and that's kind of where we initiate that with a homeowner where there's a direct connection. Now, it doesn't always work that way on every job.
Sure.
But when we get to have a showroom meeting with somebody, that's a chance to really connect with that person and ask them questions, questions they probably wouldn't expect to get asked. But that's the whole point. Like, let's give them that experience. Let's listen to them. Ask them what they want. What are you after? What kind of personality do you have? You get to connect with them in those meetings and kind of help them walk through what's going to make them happy, because they don't always know. When they're making these selections, they don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
And
they're intimidated as anything, because there's all these decisions, and I don't have a clue.
It can be as random as, do you want bullnose or straight edge? Do you have kids?
I don't know.
Do you have kids? If they have kids, we're like, we would recommend X with, 3 young boys that are going to be fighting in the pool. We don't want you to have straight edge. We want you to have bullnose.
Sharp spikes.
It's going to be safer. It takes me back to, there was a job in Cookeville. I went along with a ride with Jake. The homeowner was a designer.
Those designers.
And we're sitting there. It's getting dark. We're in the mobile showroom. And the builder is kind of leaning towards this color. And you could just see the body language.
Yeah.
You could feel it. So from time to time, when we're involved in that, we can help.
You can pick up on it.
We can pick up on it where somebody who's laser focused on something maybe just focused on this. And then I asked a lot of poignant questions, got to get to the bottom of, we ended up changing material. She's unbelievably happy. The builder's unbelievably happy. The finished product is unreal.
Yeah.
But one thing that we bring is experience. We've seen thousands of projects. Every day in our chat group, we're getting 15 pictures of finished projects, different combos, different things that we can sometimes lend to the conversation. Like, I'll be honest with you, if Jason comes to me one day and says, I want to do X and Z, and I'm going to be like, Jason, I respect you, but that sounds crazy.
It looks like.
Oh, I've said that.
That sounds crazy. It sounds crazy
This year.
Now, let me say this. Usually, they're right. I mean,
no, he's not.
No, okay, maybe not him.
Maybe.
Don't say that.
So we just bring.
Especially when you're trying to put metal cabinetry up against an old world style design.
I think sometimes we bring validation. I think sometimes we bring
on there. Okay.
we'll bring validation a little bit to a design. As part of our experience when we show up with our mobile showroom and they're touching and feeling, and you guys are talking and maneuvering and trying to get across all the check boxes that you guys got to have, because you guys at some point are starting to hit check boxes. So sometimes we just help you through that process, and the homeowner, because the homeowner is going to have some questions. And that's what we're here for. Is all of us take pride in knowing our stone, knowing our material, knowing projects, knowing where it can be used, knowing how to install. Hey, this can't be done that way. That we can't bend rock. Things like that.
You know a rock bender?
Yeah, I want to meet one if you know one. But all in all, I think
flex tape.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day is just helping them to the end goal and seeing that.
Yeah, you play a role in the navigation of all that.
Yeah,
it's scary to some of them.
Well, that's what I find unusual about that is that's not a typical rep experience. A typical rep experience is
they work behind the scenes with the builder.
Yeah, I do what the builder says.
Here's what you
and that's not wrong, because
we do that too.
But also it's very much kind of the role I play in as well, is I'm not is a triad for a homeowner, builder, and designer. Then I'm not subservient to the builder. If we're all on the same team, then we're able to really find the best solution. But having a rep in that same vein with a stake in the game, that's the aesthetic and the product and the final emotion of the client, not just that I make the sale. So that's a different experience and a very good one. So.
Who is is Mo the one that directed that from the beginning?
Yes, 100%.
That was always his vision.
Don't put this on air. Don't tell him.
Oh, it's on air, baby.
Don't tell him I said this. But
you're done.
Did you not know we're live?
No, don't watch that.
But Mo,
he signed something before we started. Too, by the way,
Mo and Turgood for that matter.
Mo.
Mo and Turgood for that matter. They created this culture. This culture is, at the end of the day,
it feels intentional.
It is. It's 100% intentional, and it's genuine. Like I've never been a part of anything. I've worked for big companies selling things, and it's just your number.
It's measurable. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a number, and you got to hit this number. And, look, we have goals as sales reps. Every day we have to focus and we have to perform. But at the end of the day, if we are obeying our core values, number one is do the right thing. If we're doing the right thing every day, we've got a job here forever.
Integrity, baby.
Yeah. Number two is one's promise is the family's promise. So if Jake makes a promise, we've got to come through.
We're owning up to it.
I've made a few.
And it goes down and
you may be yelled at for that promise later, but
that's exactly my mentality.
That does happen.
I understand.
That was your promise, not our promise.
Our rule is kind of don't make a promise until the family agrees to your promise, Jake.
He missed that day in school.
But it is very intentional. It's very different than anywhere we've ever been, and I think that's why somebody like Jake has been here. I've been here. Our team is very tenured. And we've got people wanting to be a part of the team, very successful people in the industry now, and they're wanting to come on board, and it's flattering, but we have to measure them too now. Somebody that's the best salesman in Atlanta, Georgia.
What does that mean?
Great.
Tell me about you. Salesman for
tell me
you
about
either,
your family.
though.
Tell me about you. Like, what would you do when you were struck with a situation where you've got to do the right thing? Are you going to do it? Our core values drive us every day, and it's so pivotal in who we are. So our whole process is based on that.
That's great.
Tell a little bit about. I got a chance to meet Mo at the Waterscape University event in Phoenix, and he kind of blew me away. Honestly, I didn't know him. And I know lots of reps. All through the industry, you name it. It was something different. I don't know if I've got my finger on it. So,
that's hard with him.
Say that again.
I said that's hard with Mo.
Yeah.
But
what? Tell me about Mo and
I think that's
his
everyone's
vision.
story when you meet Mo. You can't really put your finger on him, but you feel good about it.
Yeah.
He's just that guy.
It's genuine.
That's the way I felt when I told you they spent 4 hours talking to me the day. I never saw these guys before. I don't know who they are. I don't even know where they were going when they left. I don't know what their agenda was. I don't know what their lives were like. I don't know what their values. Well, I did kind of know after we had talked, but that's just it. Who interviews somebody and for 4 hours just trying to figure out who you are?
And don't even talk about the stone.
No,
Yeah.
don't
That's
talk
arbitrary.
about what I need you to do.
Sales
for me.
goals,
Like,
and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying. I had the same reaction, at first. Can't quite put your finger on it, but you feel good about it for some reason. That's the only way I can say it.
I feel that.
No, that's
I'm
good.
trying to think.
I see the brain working right here. What am I going to say?
Well, obviously at dinner that night, I talked about who we are a little bit. Mo genuinely cares.
Yeah.
If anybody asks me what it is, he genuinely cares about his employees, the people he does work with, the homeowners, all the way through to the people in the quarries. He just literally cares about every person. And that is genuine and sincere, and we would rather lose money as long as the customer was happy.
Yeah.
So when you start thinking about that, that means a lot when you're
Your values
selling.
prevail.
We sell a lot.
Yeah.
And we're not small anymore. We're getting bigger, and it's big numbers.
Yeah.
When you start doing
Because
that,
you've got something unique and
yeah,
special.
there's teeth in
Integrity
this game.
prevails.
Integrity prevails.
Yes, it will. Always.
So
It
it's
always prevails. So
And,
even though it hurts and you still have to eat it, but as long as you do the right thing,
Yep.
it always comes back and it always prevails.
Yep. But Mo, man, he's gravity in this company. It's the undying force.
He really is.
That would be my.
Yeah.
That would be my.
He's not just more money, more money, more money.
No.
More clients, more clients, more clients.
No, we're not that. That's definitely not who we are. But I would say he's gravity.
Yeah.
No, that's great.
No, remember that time we went to what was the convention in Nashville? It's probably been 3 or 4 years ago. Was it ASLA?
Yeah, ASLA.
So we were in the ASLA show 3 or 4 years ago, and again, I've not been around that long, Right.
It was like
I've been
his
here 5
first
years.
year.
I was a year deep.
And by ASLA, ASLA is associated.
Yeah,
I have not actually. I am a landscape architect, and I've never heard
you
it
would go to
called.
that, but that's
Well,
okay.
the ASLA is a different world than the pool
American
world.
Society
it's
of Landscape Architects.
I am one. I is one, but I don't. I had
Where's
never.
your boxwood?
Huh? Boxwoods.
Maple.
Yes, I know.
I told you, Hillbilly Ninja. Bear with me.
Bear with
I'm
us.
doing my best. I just
Sorry,
try to
interrupted.
pronounce the
There you go.
acronyms. I can't remember them well. But no, I do remember that one specifically. We had an Airbnb. The whole team was staying in it during that show. And
It sounds like a story here.
I'll be quick about it.
Oh, you're good.
It's worth it, though, because it's an account of Mo. All
My
right?
God, I thought he was gone.
We all thought he was gone.
I thought we were looking
But
for jobs the next day.
We all go to bed that night.
God.
You know, we all go to bed that night.
This is a good one.
I know, I can't
We've
wait to
got
hear
the
this.
show the next morning, and
We had adult beverages the night before.
we had a few.
Yeah.
We had a few.
And we were having
Mo
a
was
good
gone.
time.
Mo had left. So
I'm
you're-
pretty sure I had an intervention session with Mo that night.
You did.
He really dug into me, like some kind of TikTok, like sitting across from me, really got into me. But anyway, we wake up the next morning, nobody can find him.
I'm starting to freak out.
Yeah.
Like,
Like-
we were worried.
Yeah.
You know, we're like, we got to go to the show.
Yeah.
Where's Mo?
We're calling him.
Mo comes back in right about the time we have to leave. We're like,
Yeah.
where have you been?
Happy as a lark. Just
Yeah.
a smile the size of Montana
Yeah.
on his face.
Thrilled. Apparently, he'd gotten up at 4 or 5 a.m. and just went walking
Yep.
through Nashville. Right, ends up in some
Underpass.
underground back alley church or
Yeah.
something. I forget what the story
Yeah,
was. It was super random.
The gulch.
He found a group of people
Mm-hmm.
and in a very inept location of Nashville and spent the morning with them in the wee hours of the morning.
And went and bought like 500 chickens
Yeah.
and fed
Yeah.
them
Yeah. He
at like 6 a.m.
yeah. And he comes back and he's telling us all this. We're like, Mo, you can't do this.
We're like,
You cannot
bro, what are
disappear
you
and go to
doing,
these
man?
places. Like,
I did.
And
you got to be
I just
careful.
did.
And he's like, oh, no, it was great.
And
telling
please
us all
don't.
this.
Please let's take that out. He
That's
does not
very
want-
Tony
he does-
Robbins
He does
stuff.
not want that to be out there.
Yeah.
Or
That's
take
fine.
what I just said out. I don't know, but yeah,
I don't even
that's,
know what you just said.
yeah.
But it was an interesting story because, you know, who does that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what he did at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Look, I love people too.
Yeah.
But holy crap.
Yeah.
I love that much.
He goes out there, man. But it made his whole trip. It
Yeah.
made his whole trip.
He didn't care if we talked to an architect. At
No,
all.
he didn't.
Yeah.
Didn't care.
No.
Yeah.
He just his whole trip was made.
Yeah. Very good.
I thought that was a worthy story.
It is.
That's Mo.
It is. That's him.
Very good. So, well, I got a hole in
I've
mine.
had
I mean, I don't know.
mine's
I
been
think we need a break, and I'm
All right,
like
let's do it.
watered, and let's take a break and get some refills here. No, do some quick hits. So,
okay.
First,
All right,
so
we'll be
couple
quick.
of
We'll be quick.
in between big questions, we got some lighthearted ones. So, but a couple of quick thoughts. So, best client trait.
Organization for me.
Very good.
I was going there. I was going to say preparatory, but same thing.
Have your shit together.
Yep.
Okay.
Come to me and know what we're doing.
Yeah. Sure enough.
That's fair.
One word that describes your job.
Ooh, that's a tough one. Just one word.
Be careful how you answer that.
Oh,
Mo's
I am.
watching.
People are watching.
Oh man. I have to ultimately say rewarding. That sounds like a cliche answer, but it is.
Very good.
If you're making me pick a word, that's it.
My one word.
Yeah, you only get one.
I can't ever do one word. I have to have 73.
Chaos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Control chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Very
Yeah.
good.
2 words.
Yeah.
Two words. That's not fair. You didn't give me
No,
two
no,
words.
it's fine. You
I
can break
used
the
one.
rules. It's good.
I used
All right.
one.
Should have picked a hyphenated word. I'd have felt better.
Best city you've traveled to for work.
Ooh. Honestly, Louisville.
Because of the bourbon?
You didn't. Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
I didn't know that one was coming. I didn't know I had to justify it, but yeah.
So,
Des
so
Moines.
I travel a lot more than Louisville.
That's right. It's not the top of my
Yeah,
list.
he's coming from Crossville.
Well, hey, listen. I've been to several, not as many as this guy, but I got to enjoy Louisville. So like sometimes when I get to go to these places, I don't get to spend time doing things other than what
So
we're
what
there
did
to
you
do.
do in Louisville?
I mean, we spent a few days there, so I got to venture a little.
Yeah.
I don't always get to venture. So, if I go to New Jersey, we're there for a reason, right? That's home office. Atlanta is normally, I go there. I love Atlanta, but I'm only there. I don't have a lot of time to do anything while I'm there. We went to Louisville, and I loved it. We had a little bit of spare time there when we went. So that's
good.
why I say Louisville.
No, it's all good.
Very good.
I'm going to be considered the suck up. I'm going to go Nashville.
Oh, you can't do that. Okay.
Hey, listen,
Don't do
Nashville's
Nashville?
okay.
Well, fine. Okay, you can do Nashville.
Okay, close second is going to surprise you.
Which is
Memphis.
The Outer Banks.
Outer Banks.
Two of the coolest pool builders I know are there.
Who?
Evolve Design Build and Artisan Evolve Design Build and Artisan Pools. Andy Duck.
Yep, Andy's a pretty cool
Andy
dude.
has been one of my mentors, and
Really?
he's going to hate it when I say it because Andy's a pretty humble guy. But
Andy's a good dude.
Andy has been a mentor of mine, and I love going and seeing those gentlemen and seeing these projects. I mean, we did a bridge project with Andy.
He does skate parks.
He does skate parks, and his plaster is impeccable.
Yeah.
I mean, I've learned
Andy
more from
Duck.
Andy
Yeah.
Duck.
And he does some of the faux stone.
He's
stuff
doing rock
too,
art now,
like
ocean rock.
Well, yeah, with
we're
Daniel
doing
Pitts out
we're
of
doing
British
one
Columbia.
now that looks like a wrecked pirate ship coming out of the ground, where they're doing wood planks and a fall over like wood mast, and we're doing wood type marble around the top.
Well, that's cool.
He really challenges you. So
Yeah.
for me, I would say close second. I love Nashville just because it's exciting.
Yeah.
We get to see a lot of high end people, good people. It's the growth. It's crazy here. It's got the most potential of pretty much any market. But if you ask me, the calmness of the Outer Banks, because that's who I am. I'm a calm North Carolina beach guy, and the Outer Banks
You
just
and your
does
place.
that for me. Yeah,
That's cool.
Go.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Yeah. All right. What is your on the road podcast or Spotify playlist?
You gonna make me go first on that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I mean, first of all, my phone's set up for Pandora. It's usually drunk because I don't know what's going to come out of it.
Well, let's clarify. When you're on the road, you're probably not,
Not
you're
me.
not drunk.
Not me.
Drunk
Hello.
music.
I said it was, but no, I've got a good mix. So
Yeah.
mine's kind of a little bit all over the place. Like this week, I'm going to spend 25 hours behind the windshield. So things get a little mundane after a while. So I like to keep it loose.
There will
on
be some
Pandora.
Ozzy. There'll
Yeah.
be some Dr. Dre, some Eminem.
Yeah.
A lot of country.
Some
we
90s,
Yeah,
redo.
we're a pretty eclectic group of guys when we start talking about our music.
We are. Yeah. I'll
For
say
me,
that.
I mean, what I listen to Rogan, obviously. I enjoy a lot of audible books. Patrick Leoncini. We're doing a program called EOS, and
which is
Gino Wickman. It's an entrepreneurial operating system.
Okay.
So he has several books. So I'm constantly listening to leadership books, and I love David Goggins. And people might make fun of me.
I love
but
David Goggins.
carry the
Yeah.
boat. Let's go to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell the team all the time. I want animals. I
Yeah.
want wolves. I want to hunt. Let's go work. Let's just achieve greatness. So
Yeah.
I like anything motivational.
Yeah, I think when I'm by myself, it's probably 50-50 between Audible and Pandora.
Yeah. Very good. I was saying on the road today, kind of doing the same thing, going between
Yeah, we try to mix it up
Yeah,
when you spend a lot of time out there.
Diary of a CEO podcast, and that's a good one too. So,
Okay, I'll check that out.
All right.
had Tony Robbins on today, so
Yes.
I felt like running through a
Very
brick wall a minute ago.
Yep.
Cheers.
Very good. All right, let's get back to questions again. So I forget where we were. You can go ahead, and then
Jake, what separates a great manufacturer's rep from an average Joe?
From an average one? You know what? I think it really is. What about a rep that can solve problems before they come to you?
I like
What about one that knows the problems of the industry, that knows the headaches that you're bound to encounter more times than not, and can either ask questions or make the actions necessary to prevent them from coming to you. If you're a customer of mine, what's that worth? Is there any value in that? If I can handle a situation or have a discussion with you that maybe nobody thought about or whatever the case may be, ultimately the goal is prevent the headaches.
It's not always just saying, "Oh yeah, we can buy that for you. We can get that."
Yeah,
for you.
I mean, you don't.
Right.
The answer is yes. What's the question? But
Yeah.
it's not,
Exactly.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
it really may not be.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe the answer isn't yes, even though it's supposed to be all the time from your rep. Let's be honest about it, because you're going to make decisions. You're going to schedule things based off what you ask me and I tell you.
Well,
If
a lot of
I'm
times
lying to
I don't
you, or
know
if
what
I'm telling you something
asking
wrong,
for if I
that's-
don't know your product. If I don't
Yeah.
know a rep's product, I expect them to be honest and to be
Yeah.
forthcoming and say, "Hey,
Yeah.
this is not the right use for it, man. You don't want to do that."
Yep, 100%. So, I mean, it kind of goes back to do the right thing. What's the integrity value of that person? Like, it's not about me selling you something. Let's do it right. Let's whatever the solution is, let's do that. It doesn't matter who gains. Let's do it the right way. So, to answer your question, I think it's having those honest conversations and kind of, if I foresee a potential issue, let's head that off. You got enough to worry about. You got enough problems, on a day-to-day basis. So
That
what
comes
about
with experience and
Yeah, yeah, it
knowledge
does.
and
And knowledge.
willing to
Yeah.
stand up for yourself, even when it may cost the sale. Don't buy this in this case because it's not the right
Sometimes you
100%.
have to say
material. I
no.
know.
100%?
You have to
yeah.
say no.
I mean, when you think of a salesperson, you automatically think of a yes man, which we try to be as much as we can be. We want to be.
But don't lead you down a bad road.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to set
We
you
may
up
have
for
been
failure.
there with a stone guy that wasn't Marmiro.
I'm not going
whole
to. I'm not going to
other
set you up as failure.
world. Side of the world.
Other side of the world.
Other side of the world.
Yes, correct.
That's okay. So, yeah, I would say Jake's right. Our education, we're priding ourselves in that. Personally,
5 years.
I have a goal.
Yeah, 5 years. The sales team has never been sent to a sales convention. How do you
not about
learn
sales.
how to sell something?
It's about learning
It's not about that.
what you're doing. Yeah.
Every meeting we've ever had has been educational intent.
Yeah.
Because the more knowledge that sales rep has, the better job he's going to do out there.
Yeah.
The less damage he's going to cause.
It's less risk for the company too.
Yeah.
manage expectations.
It just makes us better at what we're supposed to be doing. It
So
really
the key is education. Hint, hint, hint.
100%.
That's right. So,
100%.
absolutely.
so.
Yep.
So what do the best designers and builders do that makes your job a lot easier?
I'll go first. Let me go
Go ahead.
first. So for me, this is kind of a cocky answer, but
Well, you're a cocky person.
yeah. So
by golly, just go for it.
when a set of plans comes from a designer to a builder, when it says this is the stone that will be used in these sections, please contact Mike Hayden 910-389-0072.
He worked his phone number in there. It's pretty good.
Yeah, call them if you have any questions.
No,
It's on
no,
the
no.
podcast.
But seriously, like when a designer can take all the guesswork out for us, oh, we love you.
Yeah.
Assuming that
Because it's
they are the
it's a
best
plan.
and they already
Yeah.
know what's good for the circumstance.
It's a plan. You can tell it's already planned. It's already organized.
Yeah.
Remember what we said: organization, planning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you guys can provide that for us,
Well, and when the owner has a great designer, they tend to do what they ask them to do.
Correct.
They just say, "Okay, that's what I'm supposed to do.
trust thing.
Sounds great." Yep.
and I'll tell you, there's a lot of talented designers now. Like I'm not blowing smoke. There is.
So
some
name a few. Not me. Other
Okay.
people.
Okay.
I know.
So
wasn't gonna
you know,
talk about
I wasn't going to.
He wasn't gonna-
That's
so
not what I'm
just-
here
your
for.
name
wasn't even
I wasn't going to.
you know, there's a lot. I don't really want to say names, but you know, like we mentioned.
I mean, I like talking about other designers and giving everyone credit for the work.
He's
Yeah,
not really
for
a
sure.
designer of all design build.
Yeah.
He's a design build guy. He's thinking outside the box. Jordan's doing a great job. He's a young leader in this industry.
I love it.
You know, there's people in the Wilmington market that I'm very close with. Josh Mahaley, Alyssa Winfield. I mean, they're doing great jobs, and you know, they might not even know who I am. I know Josh does. Alyssa probably doesn't. There's the Butler Land Art. I mean, these guys are just putting great projects together, great backyards, creating that family environment you talked about. I mean, everything they're designing makes sense to me, and they're everywhere. They really are. There are others that set themselves apart, but there are some really solid young designers in this industry, and it's great to see.
That's honestly been my favorite part of what we're doing with Elevate and everything is seeking out and finding new talent and finding that next generation that's out there, and it's not just the same old guys
And propping
doing
them
the same
up.
things. Yeah, and giving them a voice and a platform to say, hey, here,
Yes.
let's show yourself.
Yeah.
So
I mean, just on
put yourself
Instagram
out there.
alone, every time they post, I'm reposting.
Yeah.
them. I'm like, I want to
Check
help
this
you
out.
grow. You know, I've got 30,000 followers because of Marmiro. How do I put them out there to that 30,000? Like Marmiro does a good job with. We want to promote everybody outward.
Right.
You know, we don't judge
Hold 'em back,
anybody.
yeah.
We want everybody to be great. So for us, we just-
Rising tide lifts all shit.
yes, it does. Well said.
Very good.
That was his quote.
Was my quote?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it said that
I think
somewhere
it
in my
might be
college.
somebody
Probably
else's
said that. I
Jason
didn't.
Brownlee.
That wasn't me. I wasn't trying to claim it.
I could still make fun of you.
Mine.
I could still make fun of you.
That's Brownlee
I know
original.
who you say it, Jake Eberhart.
Trademark that. Thank you.
Trademark Jason Brownlee.
Correct. No.
Oh my gosh.
Do you see stone as a product or as a material with a story?
He makes fun of me sometimes because I get
You just
sentimental
scarf?
about things. Yeah, it's not just a scarf.
It's more than a scarf.
You know that.
Stone has feelings too.
Hey, listen, the
It's the
thread,
rocks. The rocks.
the thread in that scarf started somewhere too.
That's right. I know.
Oh my
It can't
goodness.
be
I
somewhere.
like
Anyway,
that
No wonder-
guy.
no wonder he
I
makes
like
fun-
that guy.
no wonder he
makes
I
fun of him.
know.
Just saying,
I hear
you know?
He does.
Everything's got a story. We got a story. You know, stone definitely has a story, and I've actually had that discussion sometimes in the meetings in the showroom when someone's asking me questions about the stone itself. How is it going to react? How's it going to respond? How's it going to hold up? What do I expect the first year when this stone is out here behind my house, right? Well, the reality of it is that stone has been buried in the earth for how long?
Thousands.
Dinosaur bones are in there too, you know. They got a story. Like, I don't know. I think it's cool that the earth created a thing. And it's been there for longer than we can fathom probably. But we suddenly bring it out and we extract it and we give it a purpose. It's got
It's a
sunlight.
1-year warranty.
Hey, whatever Watermark provides. You know?
Chad's
We'll
cheap.
back
He won't
it.
give a real warranty.
Yeah.
Whatever. Oh my gosh.
But it is the truth, right? Like it's been there this whole time. We didn't know about it. Every single stone's been in the earth. It's been there for how long, how to get there, we don't know, whatever. But, you know, to speak to that point, I think it's cool to think about it that way.
So I had an epiphany moment when I was in Rome several years ago, and I was walking through some of these ancient, the Colosseum.
Yeah.
It was actually
Which is Travertine.
there you go, and it's still there. I
Yes,
know,
it
still,
is.
but, and it's worn and it's slick, and it's like how many feet have walked
Yeah.
on this from
Millions.
sandals to time
Millions.
to whatever, and it's still the same thing. So it's entirely it's sort of a humbling experience. I mean, in a weird way, but that stone's still there.
Yeah.
Time
I mean,
goes on.
it's seen, every single stone has seen more time than we have,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
regardless of where it came from or where it's at.
Yeah.
So I think so.
Yeah.
I like to look at it that
I
way, from that
agree.
perspective.
Each stone has an attitude. That's how I look at it. Each stone has an attitude.
An attitude.
Yeah.
Okay.
One is going to give you this feeling. This one's going to give you another feeling. Criminal, leave it to me. It brings calming, relaxing environments to you. Aphion Cloud Sandblasted. I tease everybody. I'm like, it's more like your Las Vegas stone. It's bright, it's white, it's clean. It's kind of got like that
Party. Let's party.
Yeah.
feel to it.
Can you do
he's
that
about-
into the
yeah,
microphone? Can that, I think that needs to. There you go.
But each,
Now, his is much cooler.
Yeah.
Yours is
so,
not the same.
so, like I said,
Let him do that.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
each stone has an attitude for me, and it has a legacy. And when you start thinking about who we are as a company, we're very different than other suppliers. We have 300 employees in Turkey, getting up at sunrise, riding a bus to our quarries. We feed them 3 meals a day. They go home. They work every day. They provide us with these materials. That material, do you know how many people it touches before it gets here? Like, just what it's gone through just to get the journey it's taken. So it's gotten blown up. It's gotten sawed. It's gotten finished. It gets packaged. It goes from packaging into a crate, and it goes into a container.
That's kind of one of my next questions on there too. You're getting it, but kind of the quarry process.
Yeah.
Like how does go into that a little bit more than just highlighting it, because that's something I don't know.
So I wish I could be. I'm not the expert on this.
Well, you're a lot more than I am.
We have geologists that test every stone. We have quality control that examine blocks. You know, we go through once it goes through block selection, and then it goes into cutting, and then it goes through another QC. You know, we manufactured a 30-second of preciseness. We're doing different things than other people. So a stone, like you said, it's going through 4 QCs before it even gets to a port, and then it comes.
When you say, I don't mean to interrupt.
Yeah.
When you say a 1/32, is that how, like on each?
That's our preciseness.
Okay, on all cuts.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Now most people manufacture to an 1/8. So we try to
Took
laser.
that, doubled it, and then added again, and went at it.
And
more.
and there are some concrete manufacturers that do the same. There's some very reputable concrete manufacturers that, Teco Block being one of them, make great products. And that's the standard. Like, why limit yourself to an 1/8? Why not be better than that?
Yeah,
An
totally
1/8.
agree.
If you're off an 1/8 over 8 foot, you're off an inch.
Yeah,
that's
not
a
good.
lot.
You know,
That's
I mean,
not good.
that's a bad day for
That's a horrible
Yeah,
day.
that's a bad day.
Yeah.
So, you know, the preciseness of what we go through the QC, even from packaging, that stone has to be packaged correctly so it doesn't vibrate, it doesn't chip. It's gonna chip sometime. You know, it goes into a container in Turkey, travels across the ocean for 6 weeks. Then it gets taken off with a big crane. That container could be dropped. You know, then we take that container, take it to one of our facilities. We unload it. We tag it.
Unpackage it.
We then restock it. Then we pull it down.
It's a lot of money in that, man.
I mean, this is a process. You know, it touches no less than 9 to 10 processes before it gets to a homeowner.
Yeah.
You know, so the chance for failure is high.
Yeah.
You know, one piece chips in a corner. You know, a forklift driver somewhere hits it. And I mean, people are paying high dollar for marble and travertine, and you get one piece and you're like, oh my gosh. I mean, I remember a job I did. It was like 8,000 square foot of marble.
Yeah.
And this guy had 2 pieces that he wanted replaced, and he was livid with me.
Yeah.
You like
and I'm
two-
Is that 2
I'm like,
pieces?
2 pieces out of 8,000
That was
square feet.
that was the stone.
This is a win.
That was the
No,
builder.
I was like, literally, no problem. We're going to bring it to you. But I was thinking to myself,
Dude.
wow,
Aren't you excited?
we're like, you should be
excited.
so happy that
Yeah.
the product
Yeah.
showed up with 2 pieces
Yeah.
that were broken in the whole project. Like, but yeah, the quarries are a part of that legacy for us, and the people are our family, and what they do and provide for us is huge.
So do the quarries work for Marmiro, or is
So
it
it is Martura.
Okay.
Martura is our sister company.
Okay.
Remember I told you Turgood, Beckasoglu was Mo's partner.
He owns it. He owns it.
Turgood unfortunately passed away.
Okay.
His wife Funda and his children Etta and Emra now run the day-to-day operations. Mo is ever so vigilant in their day-to-day with them, guiding them. We are
Does he live
partners.
over in Turkey?
Yes, Emra and
Okay.
Etta both live, and Funda both live.
Right.
All 3 live in Turkey.
And Mo.
No, Mo lives in U.S.
So Etta is what Crema Etta.
Of course.
There you go.
There you
I had
go.
that at my house.
Yeah. There you go. So, yeah, it's a family affair all the way from
Yep.
ground to, as Mo said, farm to table. We're farm to table.
Pretty much.
He said it a little differently. I'm correcting it a little bit. The Turkish translation maybe went sideways a little bit, but farm to table for sure.
That's cool.
Yeah. Go for it.
So, how do you balance travel, work, and family?
Well, mine's a pretty simple equation. I just have one daughter that's 12 years old.
Oh, wow. 12's fun.
I also have a 12-year-old daughter.
12's fun.
Is it, Chad?
No.
Nope.
It's challenging.
I actually think it is.
It actually is. It is.
But I am a smart ass person, and
I'm not, so that's my problem.
I speak in sarcasm as a fluent language, so I get along very well with the teenage. You know.
And I'm learning all these new things about you right now.
Yeah. Well, there you go. No doubt.
He speaks smartass on
Everything I do.
everything he does. It's
Yes.
not just wisdom.
He's fluent.
Fluid.
He is totally
Smart
fluent.
Bilingual.
Yes.
That's okay.
Sorry,
we
go
also
ahead.
are. So it's okay.
I am not a smartass.
So yeah, keep going.
Come on. That's
He's just
just
an
Keep going,
ass.
Jake. Let's talk about it.
There's nothing smart about
I
it.
totally threw that little
You
softball
did,
up
I
for
know.
you. Thanks, Jack.
No, I guess what I was saying was mine's probably a little simpler. You know, it's just me. It's just her, and I've got her 50% of the time. And
No, that's great.
you know, when it's her day, it's her day.
It's her day,
You know,
yeah.
Marmiro gets me for their allotted time, and then it is just her after that.
What's
So
her name?
what is your Go ahead.
Isabella.
Isabella. Very
Isabella?
nice.
So what is your favorite time that you spend with Isabella?
My favorite time is any time.
Yeah.
But what is that?
Well,
Is
I mean,
that a
does she
little
play
more-
sports? Do you go to her games?
No,
Does she-
actually.
What does she
Okay,
do?
so this is what's really
You were
crazy
so
about
lucky,
my
huh?
kid. No, I don't know though. I don't know. No, she is not an athlete. Really, she doesn't care. You know that was my childhood.
Yeah.
So it's weird to me that it's not hers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm learning a lot with her, right? But what she is incredibly smart.
Way smarter than you are.
Oh yeah.
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 I got no chance.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, that's
she
awesome.
is. She's also incredibly beautiful
Mm-hmm.
and incredibly chill. I don't know that I could make a better one.
Yeah.
Like,
She just stares
I
at you
can't-
sometimes, and she's like,
Yeah, I bet
"Yeah,
she's
whatever,
like-
Mike.
What's wrong with
Whatever,
you?
Mike.
Yeah, I bet she's
whatever,
like,
Mike."
God, what's wrong with you, Dad?
That
Like,
guy.
No,
I'm sure
that's-
she
that's-
does,
That's
but-
good stuff.
yeah, she's freaking awesome. But maybe mine's a more simplistic answer. But
Well, this gets back to another question. What do you do when you're not talking about stone?
when I'm not talking
Or
about
rocks.
sound or rocks, I do a little bit of almost everything.
That's pretty vague.
It is.
Can you drill down a little bit?
Yeah.
So I don't like to just kind of sit around. I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
So Marmiro every morning when I wake up, I eat it and I breathe it.
Okay, without stone.
Okay. Well, I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
He's a complicated.
covered his bases.
He's a complicated one.
That's
actually.
right.
Yeah, he's the complicated one.
So I'm getting there. Yeah, I'm a deep guy sometimes. But well, like I said, when I have her, I just do whatever we do, what we want to do together. You know, whether it's chilling, whether it's coloring in a coloring book, whether it's going shopping, spending all my money at Ulta, whatever it is. Right? 12-year-old girl.
That is a
Yeah.
12-year-old
Ulta,
girl.
that's
I'm
a
highly
good point.
familiar.
Yes.
So she rules the roost when it's her time. Any other time, I kind of find something else to work on. Like I need to be doing something constantly. I need to be better in myself somehow, constantly. I try to every now and again renovate a house, to be honest with you. So a little bit of
That's
that
cool.
craft is always going to be part of me, I think.
Do you do the electrical?
I hope not,
Very.
because I saw what he did to our trade show booth, and I hope not. God Almighty, it was
Are those
bad.
sparks supposed to
listen.
happen? No, it's for the show.
Hey, listen, when
on, bro.
there's no
Did your dad
inspector
teach you how to do
around,
it? Sorry, go ahead.
when there's no inspector around, I can make it work. Okay, that's all that really matters at the end of the day. But no, I try to do those things. I try to better myself, better the future for her, whatever it may be. But I think renovating houses and things like that kind of plays to my craft side. I think it plays to my doing side, my building side. So I don't ever really stop that. I really
That's
don't.
good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of, that is a passion of mine. So when I said that in the beginning, I will be that way till the day I die. I'm not the guy that just retires and sits on his hands.
Sits on the
Like you
couch
were
and watch
saying.
TV.
Yeah.
I can't.
that doesn't
I
exist.
can't do
Video
it.
game culture isn't really you.
No,
Okay.
absolutely not. not at all. I mean, I just need to be doing something that I can delegate or I can label as productive. I just need to be able to do that.
That's right.
The only time the TV comes on is late at night when I have that moment to just absolutely zone out and let my brain slow. That's what TV is for.
Yeah.
Agreed. That's my moment of silence.
I get
in
that
life.
totally.
So I don't know. That's it. I just got to be doing something.
What about you, Mike?
Shoo. So, man, I love to cook. I
actually do too.
I am
Like, do you like to
I
like
love,
what kind of cook?
I
Do
love
you like
this-
to grill?
I have a
smoke?
flat top. I smoke. I grill. I got a cast iron skillet.
Oh, cast iron skillet with
you
a pizza
name
oven.
it.
You can
You
forget
name it. I want to learn how to cook it. I enjoy the time where my son's friends come over.
Oh, me too.
Neighbors. I make margaritas and I make, orange crushes and grapefruit crushes and
Do pizzas?
yeah, we do pizzas on the smoker.
I'm horrible at the pizza.
Yeah, I mean we do.
I absolutely destroy it.
Never mind. I'll just, I have so many things I can throw in there, but I'll leave it alone.
So we have a mutual friend,
Who's our mutual friend?
Ben Lassiter.
Yes.
Oh, we love Ben.
Is
Yeah.
a huge fan of. He knows the people of Meat Church.
Yeah.
Well, love Meat Church. Every spice plug for Meat Church if they're listening. But
Well, Dakota, our producer here, spent some time with Meat Church. In Dallas a few weeks
unbelievable.
ago.
I just
What is
anything.
Meat-
I even watched
Meat
Guy
Church?
Fieri.
You're not a man. You don't understand these things.
I do not.
Okay.
And by the
Go
way,
ahead.
don't tell me about it either. Because that's just a big,
Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
Like
eat your heart out.
I love him. I just like cooking, and it's just family.
That's part of my relaxation time
Yep,
as well.
me too.
So I feel you. Very good.
He makes some mean fondue. I ain't gonna lie. I've had it.
Very good. Nothing wrong
So
with
apparently
that.
you're a pizza man.
Huh? Yes.
Really?
Yeah. What? I have my pizza oven. I make some. We have a
I
whole
don't know.
system,
I've
a whole
never
setup.
been invited. I don't
we
know
make the
how your
dough
pizza
and the whole thing. Make the dough, toss the dough, make the sauce.
I'm horrible at it. I cannot make a pizza.
So when my son was growing up, we had the 3 Ps on Friday: pizza, pajamas, and popcorn.
Yeah.
That was our every Friday when he was growing
the
up.
3
3
Ps.
Ps.
The 3 Ps. So that just started it, and
That's cool.
that was just our family tradition. And for me, it's just all about the family and
No, that's
the
great.
environment. So outside of work.
So the one other thing I kind of wanted to get to, and you skirted on it, but not really. You mentioned the other day, 23 hours on the road this week. Like it's no big deal. Ref life is not the easiest life in the world. Is that? Do you enjoy it? Does it get old? Is it the constant travel? Some people are travelers and they can't imagine life not doing it. I'm kind of that way. If I sit too long without traveling, I go nuts. But some people can't even imagine, going 3 hours down the road.
My favorite office is my car.
Yeah.
I get more work done driving
While you're driving?
than I do anywhere else.
Yeah.
Because a lot of mine is not
On
entry.
the computer or on the
it's
right.
leading, it's guidance, it's
Phone
phone
calls
calls,
and-
it's this, it's that. For me, I can't imagine not traveling.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you enjoy it?
I do. Like, I love seeing you guys. I love seeing like this. I'll give you my first 2 months of 2026 if you want it. First week, first 4 days of the year, our team's in Mance doing the Mid-Atlantic Nursery and Trade Show. I'm in Virginia Beach calling on architects with my rep up there in the Outer Banks. I'm hitting that as hard as I can. Come home Thursday, Friday, catch back up Saturday, Sunday, great family time. The next week I'm in Savannah creating a new market down there with 2 of my sales teams, calling on architects, calling on pool builders, just hunting. Like it motivates me to hunt, and find new people to be part of our family. And like I'm driven by that. Like this week, we're here with you guys today. Tomorrow we're in St. Louis. The next day we're right outside Chicago. The next day we're right outside Milwaukee. I'm flying back from Chicago. Sunday, I get in a car, drive to New Jersey. We have NESPA, the Northeast
I'll be there.
Pool and Spa Show. We're going to be there all week.
Dinner's going to be great, by the way.
Yeah, dinner's everything, whatever you can think of. We're going to...
The dance party, apparently.
Yes, there is a trophy.
Watch for Jason
Because I'm
Brownlee.
going to be, I'm a
There is a
dance
trophy,
floor
and it has a
here.
goat on it, just so you know.
That's right.
So, that environment, being with my team, when I say my team, our team, just interaction, the family orient of it all. And then, we're going to do our first ever education boot camp this year for our team.
Tell us
For
about
our
it.
team,
Oh, internal, or are you doing
internal,
it?
and we do have some influences from Water Shapes maybe helping us out a little bit, doing
good.
something.
That's good.
But some of our vendors, the Latticretes, the SEKs of the world, educating our team, different veneer stones. We're teaching this team what it means to lay stone vertically.
Yeah.
We're also teaching them every substrate that goes underneath. So this week has been something we've been.
That's really great.
leaning
glad y'all
towards
do that. That's
because our
great.
goal is in 3 years to have the
You
most
need, to know
professional.
you need to know what you're selling
Yeah, we want to be the most
and how to
professionally
install
trained
it, for sure.
team in the country. That's our goal. So then we've got several other activities. You know, I'm going to Jacksonville the end of the month. Then, you know, even in March, I've got
You're not going to go see
coverage.
John Temple, are you?
We are.
Oh, good gracious.
good luck.
Tell
Yeah,
myself.
I mean, we're going to
Wow.
try. But, you know, in the meantime, I've got Savannah that we've just bought that I need to staff up. I need to get a new sales rep. I mean, like, there is a work-life balance, and I mean, I'm going to tell every kid in this world that thinks that work-life balance exists, good luck to you.
Yeah.
I mean, just good
It's
luck.
hard.
I mean,
Yeah, it's hard.
I hate to break.
Well,
I want to break your heart a little bit.
It
But-
ain't there, buddy.
If you want to be where you want to be
If you
in life,
provide and be successful,
you've got to work more than you live for a while.
You do.
So
When you're young, you do.
yeah,
For sure.
So I just love it. I mean, I'll tell you, my favorite trip ever.
yeah.
We had a disaster job. This is admitting weakness. We had a disaster job. 3 containers of custom cut material during COVID.
Is this one you're about to say outside?
No,
Okay.
Oh, that one here in Franklin?
Yeah.
no.
300 linear feet.
This is a monster. This is a monster job, right?
Right.
In Kiowa Island. So our technical support guy, Nick Labasio, who you'll get to meet next week in Nespa, he flies down. Me and him are taking the mobile showroom. I'm like, Mo, you've got to meet me in Kiowa Island. So we leave Wilmington, drive 4 hours to Kiowa Island. We meet on the job, and this will tell you about us. Mo gave the gentleman his money back until we could get the right product there. That's how bad it was.
Yeah.
I mean, we were in dire straits.
Yeah. It was bad.
It was that bad. Like literally, you could see holes through our stone. It was that bad during COVID because QC wasn't available because they weren't allowed to travel. So we had 3 full containers for a project custom cut that were wrong.
That's brutal.
So we handled that project 3.5 hours. We then drive to Asheville, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Now I'm towing behind a 3500, a 14,000 pound showroom trailer.
right.
So we stop in Nashville. The next day we hit Knoxville. So 2 hours.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We have a great meeting, half day in Knoxville, well, full day in Knoxville actually, and then we start traveling. We find Crossville location that trip.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mo's in the back, car sick. Nick's up front laughing at Mo, rolling his window down, trying to see if he'll
You all
puke
right
out the
back
window. So we end up in Nashville, have a great day visit. We go from Nashville to Louisville.
Yeah.
We're in Louisville for the day. They leave me in Louisville. I then go to Lexington, Kentucky. Then I go from Lexington, Kentucky to Columbus, Ohio. And then I drive all the way back home to Wilmington. My hubs are on fire. I've got oil leaking out of everywhere. And I park that thing and literally the wheel falls off on the back. But
a good week, baby.
It was, but I killed
Hell of
it.
a week.
I killed it. And actually, that was a 2 week. It was almost 2 weeks that I was gone. But, you know, my family is committed and we have like-minded goals.
You work together well.
Yes, my wife's a
She
teacher.
understands it.
We
Yeah.
have goals that we want to achieve as a group, and we know that sacrifice is part of it.
Yeah.
Sacrifice, work-life balance, like I said, it's what we
It's
want,
a big part, for
Yeah.
sure.
but sacrifice is what it takes.
Yeah.
And that's what we do as reps.
Yeah.
A lot is we
Well,
sacrifice
I know.
a lot of that
And that's-
personal time.
I have a lot of good friends that are reps, and that's a very, you know, it has its rewarding, but it can also be draining, and you got to have the right.
And you can be tired.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you sit home at night and you're
That
like,
doesn't count.
boom.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
No.
It doesn't.
So, yeah, I love it. I love the travel.
do you feed off of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sat behind a desk for 10 years and hated it.
Yeah.
Or built jails.
Yeah.
That was miserable.
I sold the block on those jails during that time.
You probably did.
Probably did.
Yeah.
That's right.
You probably did.
So you mentioned we were out in the van that you had a story too, like a disaster story or one that you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, that was that one
Okay.
that I was talking about in
Mhm.
Charleston. I mean, it was
Yeah.
it was a $200,000+ worth of material that was bad.
Yeah.
And the owner of our company walked right in. He said he called accounting and said, "Please credit their Amex back
Yeah.
until we perform the job."
That's awesome.
I mean, the builder was very skeptical, but we got through it. Literally a couple months. What was it, about a month later?
I bet
Me-
you're still working for him.
No, we're
For that builder.
Oh, that builder. Yeah, we still do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Oh,
still
I'm
do
sure,
projects.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Me
'Cause
and
that
Nick,
builds-
me and Nick literally
Yeah.
were on our hands and knees filling and grinding and honing travertine for a week. So much that because you're using a putty knife to, you're trying to match color and you're trying to fill these holes. So I woke up in an Airbnb in Kiowa Island and my finger was locked into place. And I'm yelling. I'm like, Nick, and it won't move. Literally, that's the kind of work we did. And if that says anything about who we are, that's who we are. And, I'm trying to pass that along to Jake and every member of our team that hard work wins. Hard work wins every time.
It was funny that leads right into my question. You just answered it, but I was go ahead and ask the question just as a point of that. Have you lost a major account or project, and what did that experience teach you? So that
you want to go?
I can. It kind of hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of does. You do whatever you can at the end of the day, but a lot of times with these relationships that we have and the scenarios and the variables that are at play in some of these equations, sometimes things just don't work out.
Yeah.
It's true.
When you're used to winning, this may sound arrogant, but when you're used to winning,
Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, Ricky Bobby.
I wake up in the morning.
Don't read my bio on the website. If you ain't first, you're last. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly. No, it's hard, man. It really is. Like that's a hard pill to swallow when you just know that you're cooked.
Yeah.
And there's just things beyond your control sometimes.
That's true.
That you can't do anything about, and you would in a heartbeat if you could fix it. If you could do something different and make a difference and bring them back. But sometimes those things just take place.
Think about it.
That's real.
It takes you a second to really swallow that pill, though. And you never truly forsake that person either, right? I mean, as a rep, you don't.
Well,
you're always still there.
You have to give all you can give, and that's all you can give.
That's it.
Yeah.
That is it. And you just you're always there. It's not that you ever forget about them, because, I mean, that's going to be a scar for you as a rep.
Totally understand.
To lose somebody that you know that you worked so hard for. And especially if it was a situation or a circumstance beyond your control, that's what really digs at you. So,
but that's all you can do. You just do.
It is.
All you can do.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. And you just roll with it. And I think maybe that's the life of a rep in a nutshell is you just got to roll.
Just roll.
It takes
down the road and with all the situations.
It can take a year to 2 years to build a relationship and 30 seconds to lose one.
Yep, 100%.
So for us, that's one thing we talk about.
That's a good statement.
It's one of the things we talk about to our operations, our CSRs. It's, the rep has done a year's worth of work
to get there.
And you can mess it up in 10
screw
seconds.
it up.
10 seconds.
Just by sending the wrong price.
Yeah.
If we had a conversation with Chad and we said, hey, this material is going to be $8 a square foot.
He told me it was $350.
Right. And then
this guy sold me $350.
and then they send out, say, a retail price list.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, hell no, I'm going to go somewhere else. We can lose it in 30 seconds. A year's worth of work can be gone. So, yeah, it hurts, because people buy from who they see.
And who they trust.
And people who they like and trust.
Yeah.
And there's some golden rules.
Yeah.
And that's what we try to live by every day as a sales team.
If you had to fire a client, customer?
Yes, 100%.
Yes. In a heartbeat?
Don't tell Mo.
Huh?
Don't tell Mo. Yeah.
No.
He would be all for it, I believe.
Yeah, you do. You do at times. I mean,
personality and
so sometimes it's expectations.
Yeah.
Their failure to plan creates a catastrophe for you over and over and over again, and you're just bleeding
we
for
ain't
them.
Working with you anymore.
Yeah, unfortunately, we try to groom. We're groomers as a inherent quality of salespeople. No matter how bad somebody is, we always see the goodness in them, and we always try to fix them. But sometimes it gets to a point where you just can't fix them.
Don't ever forget, no good deed goes unpunished.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's right.
Quoted by. I may have said it once too. Don't tell anyone.
Yeah, I've said it.
It's like when we take a day off. No good deed goes unpunished.
Yeah,
that phone is still waiting for us when we come back.
Yep, understand that one.
And kind of last couple of questions. Do you have anything else, or you?
Oh, I'm having
You're
a
done
blast.
with your. Okay, I'm just making sure we're covering all the bases.
You want to talk
championship
more than I do,
anyway.
so you just keep talking.
Well, okay. True statement. But
So loud. Anyway, go ahead, Jack.
if someone wanted to be a manufacturer's rep, what should they know first? When you decided to go into this world, what do you wish you had known?
Well, I'm different than him because I'm so much older.
Way older.
I mean,
Way older.
significantly,
So,
I would say.
so
a
for
lot
me-
older.
So for me, I was blessed. I had some of the greatest bosses
Yeah.
in the history of mankind. I don't have a single boss that didn't teach me something and grow me as a person.
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing I would say is how hard it is.
Yeah.
Grit.
It's the dedication. Thank God I played.
You have to have grit.
Thank
man.
God I played baseball where you lose 70% of the time
Right.
because
You
that's
probably
what
had, you
it's,
probably had a really good coach, right?
I did.
Mhm.
I did.
Yeah, and he
So-
taught you what? He taught you grit,
Yep. He
and you
teaches
can't give up,
No.
and you just got to keep grinding.
Yep.
Man.
Harder, faster, stronger.
That's what I've learned in the construction industry. You have to keep grinding.
Mm-hmm.
That
What
note,
about you?
that,
You don't-
that
you
note
do
gets you
not-
closer to the next
So
year.
I'm
You do
interested
not
in
have
this. This is a
choice.
great question. So Jake,
Yeah.
what didn't I tell you when you started that you wish you would have known? Because this is a good
Damn,
dynamic.
you don't
I'm-
like scarves.
I need to learn.
Yeah, I feel like I've sold stone just due to the scarf.
I'm not sure we're allowed to say that word on the podcast.
This is a
Dakota's
Rogan
got it.
podcast.
Dakota's got it.
Dakota.
That's fine.
I told you. It's a bourbon. It's all
We
right.
knew it was going to happen.
That's why we drink.
That's right. No, honestly, I think it's the discipline it takes. Now, it's not just about being a rep, right? Like, there's a lot of sales reps out there doing a lot of things and selling a lot of products. But do you want to be an awesome one, or do you just want to be a mediocre one? Because a lot of people can be a mediocre one. But if you want to be super awesome and successful, you want to be productive, you want to be at the top of the category when it comes to that, I think you have to carry with you a degree of discipline, and because you have to do a lot of things that you may not feel like doing every day.
Totally
Nobody's holding your hand.
Nobody wants
You know-
to answer that phone call when there's a problem.
No, they don't.
It's
You
human
want to
nature.
avoid it, right?
But
Naturally.
I'm not.
No, go ahead.
To
You're
interrupt
good.
you, but as far as Jason and I are concerned, like the person that makes us that allows us to keep using a product is completely the rep.
Yeah.
Especially for us with equipment in the pool industry.
Mm-hmm.
If the rep is weak and doesn't return phone calls and doesn't like look out for our best interest, they're gone.
Right.
And we just don't use them. So having a great, amazing rep like
Tell
yourself,
your Hayward story on that one real quick.
I can. It's huge. It's huge for us. So I've been using Hayward for 20, to almost 20 years. This year will be 20 years, and I used them down in Florida, and with great success. And then I moved and opened up here in Nashville. So whenever we had the first, I will never forget it. We had 7 pools that we had just finished, installed all the equipment, and we had this horrible freeze. It was like in 2016.
Oh, the big freeze. Yeah, the
17.
one that killed
I remember
Texas,
this.
too.
Yeah, the Texas freeze.
Yeah.
Dude, it was
Uh-huh.
awful. So anyway, we had a rep here, and he had kind of disappeared on us at the last minute. He had some family issues, whatever. But anyway, I was using Hayward from down in Florida. Had great success. I come here, I call, and he's not there, and he does not answer the phone, and I freak out. I got 7. We just started. Got 7 pools. We just plastered, just like got started up, and they all froze. And I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
my gosh,
Yep.
this is devastating.
The word
This is
Jake-
not
the word Jake
this
said
is-
earlier.
that one.
This is
Yeah.
not
Okay,
going to happen.
this is
So
not okay.
I didn't have the rep here because they were like in a transition. So I called my guys down in Florida. I'm like, guys, I don't give a shit what you have to do, but this is not acceptable. It's not going to happen. If you don't get your ass up here right now, we got some problems.
Yeah.
Anyway, and they were there. We had the CFO, everybody in charge of product, everybody came here and they're like, what can we do? And the bottom line is Hayward came through like a champ. When I needed them the most, they came through like a champ. And they've done this multiple times over the years. But it's all because of my relationship with the company or the rep that I had down in Florida, that he was all about like, hey, dude, this guy's been very loyal to us over the last 10 years.
Just make it happen.
And we just, he just started up in Nashville. Let's make it happen. I mean, everybody came all over the place from Hayward, and it was a no joke. Get it done. Here's what we screwed up on.
Awesome.
Here's what we had a problem with, and we're sorry. Here's all new equipment times 7. What else can we do? Oh my gosh, let's kick its ass moving forward. How can we help you?
Mm-hmm.
So I am very loyal to Hayward.
Took a negative and turned it into a win for the long term.
For the long
That's
term.
what it's about. It's
And
like
so-
Mark Twain said, eat the frog. Do you
I
know
don't
that
know
quote?
this one. No,
No, you gotta
do
use some
tell.
more.
Sometimes, so when you wake up in the morning, the worst thing you can do, right? You got to eat the frog. It's disgusting.
And it's
gotta do it.
tastes awful.
Tastes awful.
Makes you have a stomach ache.
But if that's the worst thing you do in the morning, the rest of the day is going to be better.
Just do it.
So
Just do
whenever something like that happens, you got to eat the frog.
Yeah.
You've got to answer your phone. You can't hide.
Yep.
You like if I
cannot
gave
hide.
any rep advice today, it's
Eat the frog.
eat the frog.
Eat the frog.
Yeah, I mean
Awesome.
it's
I like
Very
that.
good.
you've got to do the worst
We didn't
thing
have a
you.
frog, but
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a.
If
you know
you're
that story for me,
no, I don't know if you have a
the
frog.
ceramic frog.
I don't know about the frog.
All right, fine. I'll throw
Let's-
myself.
let me
under
hear the
bus.
frog.
I know.
Eat it.
So
You're a
I'm-
big frog.
Well, so
You're a
this
bullfrog
This goes
for
to my
sure.
my
You're loud.
So when I was a builder, this is off topic, but it's fine. I was I was building pools in Memphis area, and I had one that was finished, it was plastered, filled, and whatever. Kind of doing final punch list stuff, and I've got planter up against the edge, raised edge in a pool, and I'm walking across the beam, the raised bond beam, and the homeowner has this little ceramic frog on the corner.
And you
of the
knocked it
pool.
off.
Oh, if only that were all it were. So I trip on it, and I fall in the pool, completely closed, completely full. And it gets better. It gets better. So
suffocated the
I can't believe I
frog.
haven't told you this story.
No, I've never heard this story.
as I crash into the pool, my hand crushes the ceramic frog, with like this. And it slices my hand to
That
hell.
is hilarious.
So and I'm in their pool full of blood at this point too.
Waiting
it's
for
like
sharks.
It's like a scream scene, there. And I'm going, oh my god, it come to whatever, and I still
Like,
got
you're gonna
the
be
thing.
fine.
It's,
You're gonna be fine. We're still having dinner.
Well, no, that's all the story. Don't get me going there. I know. So, and I did the homeowner has to take me to the minor med, to the ER, because the minor med wasn't so whatever. So I'm
this
in there
guy?
and I'm on there, like my homeowner's taking me to the ER. I get stitched up and whatever. And then, so the best part, talk about family dynamics of fun stuff. I have 18. I'm a smart ass. My brother is awesome, but he's much more smart ass than I am. And
That's hard to believe.
I put on believe it's hard to believe. Good point. I put out on like Facebook or social media, whatever. I say, okay, I'm open game for anyone who wants to make fun of me. It's fine. So I put the story out there, that best comment wins. Let me know what you got on that. My brother makes a fake Facebook account called Sarah McFrog. And the Sarah McFrog Facebook trolled me for at least 2 years.
That's probably the love right there,
That
man.
was
That's
good
awesome.
stuff.
That is
So,
great.
and then my mother-in-law a few years ago, when we got our pool, she gifted me a ceramic frog. So she trolled me.
That's
too.
great.
So it was good stuff. Anyway.
So yeah, maybe we do need a frog.
There
in
we
here
go.
for this
So
one.
there's my frog story.
Little frog over there.
We can make it look like Mark Twain, but we all know it's
swallow the frog, or eat the frog, or eat the frog. There you
Don't
go.
swallow it. You got to eat it and then
Crunch
chew
the
it.
frog.
You got to
Whatever.
crunch the frog and you have to swallow the frog. And
Okay. Okay. Are we done?
we're
here?
good. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
When nobody needs stitches, we did well.
On that note.
Hey guys, thank y'all.
No, it's great to have y'all's insight, and we like to hear you guys more than just selling rock.
Yeah.
And
And the story behind it.
that's what the whole thing we're working on here with this podcast is to get to the people, learn about not just what you do, but who you are, what's behind you. And I feel like that was accomplished today.
Yeah.
And we're thrilled to have you.
What's the best podcast y'all have ever been on?
Yeah.
It is.
The only.
100%.
No, it's not his only. But it is his best.
It's been great.
Go.
It's been
I
great
love
though. No, it's been great.
I hope we come back here.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. That's right. Sure
So.
enough. No, good
We'll
stuff.
do
Where's
this
that paperwork?
anytime you tell us.
Where's the paper?
They'll be
Sign that up.
Don't you worry, they'll be now's the time. The old bait and switch.
Yeah, remember the waiver?
That's how I
Eat
became
the frog,
Hey,
Mike.
no.
Eat
The bait and
frog.
switch. That's how it became a client of yours. You know? Just kidding.
There you go. Boom. Well done.